loud, let me know, I'll put the mic away. Right, so that's the best way to start. So I know it's middle of the week, early in the morning, all of us are here, and trust me, for all the people who are here, the string that has held all of us together to the launch of this program has to be the beauty of storytelling, right? And I see all the people that I spoke to since morning, all of them are passionate about storytelling in one form or the other. And trust me, oh boy, stories are so important. It can fire imagination, it can inspire people. And if you look at history, if you look at movies from different regions, the kind of stories that they make kind of so beautifully represent the mindset of the people in that space, that era. So it's a well-known fact that stories do very truly represent the people who create that and the people who represent that era. So thank you so much once again for making it to the launch of this very beautiful course, which is so relevant, so that we are able to take technology, use technology to take this art to all the corners where people usually would find it a little difficult to access. So let's take this skill to all the corners, and we hope to see much more beautiful stories from areas unheard of, aspects unheard of, perspectives that are absolutely alien to us so far. And honestly, we couldn't have found a better day, the day just after Women's Day, to launch something like this, because I think technology is a great leveler, right? Through courses like this, we can take the skill, the art, the knowledge to more and more people, and bring in more women to come and share their stories, because that's one vacuum that we have been trying to fill so hard. I was so surprised to see the number of women music directors in the industry. You can count them just with one hand. The number of directors, mainstream directors, very few. Why so? I think it's time to break that barrier. And to start with, let me invite the person who has decided strongly and sternly to support this initiative in all ways possible. Yes, I'm talking about Mr. MSR, the CEO of T-Hub, who took charge in October 2021. And previously he was the CEO of the Global Alliance for Mass Entrepreneurship, and all of us are so eager to know more about that experience, because entrepreneurship it's a beautiful animal, right? And we should have conversations with people who have dealt with that, and we couldn't have found somebody better than Mr. MSR to come talk about that. He also is an engineering graduate and went on to do his MBA from IIM Bangalore. Sir, would love to hear from you. Thank you.
Morning. So first of all, morning everyone.
Good morning.
I think he referred to midweek blues. Midweek blues, and I don't think you had coffee yet, right?
Yes.
So maybe we should make note that as soon as it's over. So first of all, congratulations, Pratibha Garu, for putting this initiative together. I think what are the two things which are ever constant in India? Right? Irrespective of which government is in power, which era, we have wars going on somewhere. The only two things which are constant: movies and cricket. Right? So I think what you are doing is to bring the power of movies and combining it with technology. Right? So how many of you here are first day, first show people? Come on, must be more. Don't be so shy. Right? So many of our, I think like he referred to, many of our experiences, our learnings are all based on the movies we saw. Right? And of course, the one industry we suffered, I think, big time during the pandemic was the movie industry. Right? But I think there was a very interesting transition, which is everything went OTT. Right? And I was looking up some numbers as when Sriram told me to come here and speak. and they said that the OTT industry is now about $7 billion, $7 to $9 billion. Right? So obviously, as time goes on, right, and I think you'll start to see even mainstream commercial movies, right? I think the latest Akshay Kumar movie was released on OTT first, right? I don't know the name, but right. So I think you'll start to see that the convenience of being able to watch anywhere, anytime, etc. While of course, nothing can beat the experience of watching a movie in a dark hall, right? But the ability to watch it wherever you want, I think is going to create a whole new industry of entrepreneurs. And I think the initiative you are taking to create a set of entrepreneurs, first of all, I think you are doing it in the right place. I think two of the biggest hits last year were Telugu movies, right? Which we all know. I can't do that step. Please don't ask me to do that step. But so we know about that. So I think what you are doing in terms of, and I guess a lot of people when they're young want to become the next whatever Mahesh Babu or whoever. You also know whoever. But a lot of other people also realize maybe they're not cut out to be actors, but they can do other things. They can write stories, they can direct movies, they can be cinematographers, they can be music directors, all of that. And what you are trying to build, what I've heard, I remember our first conversation on Zoom about a couple of months ago. I think what you're trying to build is truly commendable. So good luck, Godspeed, and be assured from a TM angle, whatever support you require, you will have it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So relevant, and this is exactly the kind of assurance that we need. Somebody who puts their hand on your shoulder and say, hey, go ahead, do it, and then we are there to back you. And just yesterday we were having a conversation and somebody said the market, the financial markets are limping. And then one of my friends said, no, it's just doing the push pass step. So it's so popular, all of us are limping in one way or the other, aren't we? And the minute we talk about storytelling and movie making, there are two ways to look at it. One is you put an actor in the middle and then build things around him or her. And the second thing is you put the story in the heart and then you build things around that. And people who are extremely passionate about storytelling relate more to the second style of that. And today we just couldn't have had anybody better than our very own Praveen, who is here with us to talk about his journey into filmmaking. He's also an engineer. So, I mean, a lot of people say that engineers can do anything. Or maybe all of us become engineers first and then think about what do I do next. And I think it's a second way around. I think it's a second thing, not the first thing, but whatever. So we did his engineering from Kidam Vizag, then did his course in cinematography. And to the uninitiated, he's the director of the also popular Cinema Bandi, which is so closely linked to what we're doing here. Pick a story and you will find ways to say that. So please put your hands together as I invite Mr. Praveen to come and share his science.
Hello. Hi, good morning everyone. Thank you for calling me. It was an honor to talk in front of the crowd. I wanted to start up something. For me, how cinema started is quite very different story. See, when I'm in 7th class, my father gave me a camera. I don't know, he just got a camera for shoot weddings, to shoot some random stuff. I got this camera and I want to do something out of it. It was the year 2000 and there was no YouTube, there was no network, nothing. I just got this camera and I want to learn something. So from then we are 7th class, we are just kids. So people used to play football, people used to play cricket, we used to make films and we used to watch in our TV. So it was back then, there is no YouTube to learn something. So after I came here, so I got to know about this course. It's such an incredible course. I wanted to say because I'm a film institute graduate. I studied in Muslim Books. Subhash Gai was our tutor. Why I joined film institute? Because one thing is networking. Networking is something very important for any film, to come into films. So this course, you get to interact with the industry standards. Like you get to interact with industry people. So this course basically you have online. So basically you can get interaction with all the industry people around the globe. So what if you get to understand the whole concept of filmmaking with the industry standard? So that is what I was so excited when I heard about this course. So this course, like, should I explain the whole course? Should I explain the whole course?
Would like to hear your perspective from learning.
Yeah. So basically, so this is an online course. See, every Cinema Pandit tagline is everybody is a filmmaker at heart, right? So nowadays we can see any doctor. If he's a doctor, after 50 years of age, even he want to be a filmmaker. A mother want to be a filmmaker. A small kid just started going to school, want to be a filmmaker. So how do you learn filmmaking? So and they are doing different jobs. And IT people, many of my friends are into IT field. They had a dream to become a filmmaker at any one point of time, but they don't know how to manage time. They have to study IT. They have 24 hours into work. So they really don't have time to what to do. Should I quit my job? They can't quit. So they should do something. So this course is something online. You can do first. You can understand what filmmaking is. So there is a 3-hour session. So in that session, you get to know which course you like. You get to understand, should I go into cinematography? Should I go into direction? Should I go into script writing? So in that 3-hour lecture, you can get the grab of it. So after that, you have a 2 months course with directly you're interacting with the industry people. So basically, you get contacts. You get contacts from the course itself. So that is something. It's a brilliant opportunity for everybody. See, this is a dream for many people who just want to do parallelly many things. So nobody can quit their IT job and come to industry. They don't know what is going to be. They can't really survive. How to survive? So at least they will get contacts here. So in that contacts, you will get to understand the whole process of filmmaking. So I think, ma'am, this was a brilliant initiative. I think this is something we need. Everybody needs this. I'm so happy that something of this concept came. This is the first time in India I feel this kind of a concept. It's an honor that you have launched it. This is not just a small initiative. I think it's going to be every filmmaker who wanna be, everyone who wanna be filmmaker around the globe will get to this and get to at least an idea what is basically. Everybody right now, people are afraid to come to industry. They are like, what will happen to me? I don't know how will I quit my job. So many thoughts will come to his mind. So this is something. It's an initiative for everybody. So they can just plug in. They can just go. They can just online. They open the laptop. They can just go through, talk to industry people. How easy it is. So that's what it's quite interesting for me. And thank you. It's one of the biggest T-Hub and MEE School is collaborating for this, and it's an honor. T-Hub, we all know always it is initiate all new startups. I think it's an honor that these both collaborating for this wonderful venture. I'm so happy that this is going to be one of the biggest online platform. Everybody who wants to be a filmmaker, and I want to end up with one tagline: everybody is a filmmaker at heart. Yeah, thank you so much.
Right, director carries the mic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So your dad gifted you a camera and you became a director. That's interesting. So my dad actually gifted me a stethoscope. I broke it open, and that's how I became an engineer. So that's the nutshell. Right. So I think now it's time to unveil what MEE School is all about, right? And honestly, it's this fantastic collaboration which we believe is going to give this course the right kind of fillip, the right kind of push. And to do that, let me call upon stage the founder and director of MEE School, somebody who's been into training and skill development for close to 2 decades now, an innovative and creative professional with strong communication, planning, analytical and negotiation skills, and was among the first talent acquisition experts in the city, right, or maybe whole of South, and has worked very closely with leaders in GE, GSBI, Money, Genpact, Airtel, HSBC, and you name it, you get it. So let me invite on stage, and let's hear from the experience, right? So let me invite Ms. Pratibha on stage, and I would also like to invite Mr. MSR to first unveil, right, CINEPRENEUR as a brand, and then also hear from her what this course is all about. All yours. Yes, I would also request Mr. Srikanth and